Let me tell you what Like a Virgin's about. It's all about a girl who digs a guy with a big dick. The entire song, it's a metaphor for big dicks.
No, it ain't. It's about a girl who's very vulnerable. She's been fucked over a few times, and then she meets a guy who's very sensitive.
Whoa. Time out, Green. They tell that fucking bullshit to the tourists.
Toby? Who the fuck is Toby?
Like a Virgin's not about some sensitive girl who meets a nice fella. That's what True Blue's about. No, granted, no argument about that.
Which one's True Blue?
Oh, you ain't heard True Blue. It was a big ass hit from Madonna. I don't even follow that top to the pop shit, and even I've heard of True Blue.
Yeah, so even saying heard of it, you know, what I asked is how's it go? Excuse me for not being the world's biggest Madonna fan.
Personally, I can do without her.
I used to like her early stuff, Borderline. When she got off into that Papa Don't Preach phase, I tuned out.
But you guys are like making me lose my train of thought here. I was saying something. What was it?
Oh, Toby's that little Chinese girl. What was her last name?
What's that?
It's an old address book I found in a coat I haven't worn in a cool's age. What was that name?
What the fuck was I talking about?
So True Blue was about a guy, sensitive girl who meets a nice guy, but like a virgin with a metaphor for big dicks.
Okay, let me tell you what Like a Virgin's about. It's all about this Coos, who's a regular fuck machine. I'm talking morning, day, night, afternoon. Dick.
How many dicks is that?
A lot.
So one day, she meets this John Holmes motherfucker, and it's like, whoa, baby. I mean, this cat is like Charles Bronson in The Great Escape. He's digging tunnels. All right, now she's getting this serious dick action, and she's feeling something she ain't felt since forever. Pain.
Chew, Toby Chew.
It hurts. It hurts her. It shouldn't hurt. You know, her pussy should be bubblegum by now. But when this cat fucks her, it hurts. It hurts just like it did the first time. You see, the pain is reminding a fuck machine what it was once like to be a virgin. Hence, Like a Virgin.
Wow. Give me that fucking thing. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Give me my book back.
I'm sick of fucking hearing it, Joe. I'll give it back to you when we leave.
What do you mean when we leave? Give me it back now.
For the past 15 minutes now, you've been droning on about names. Toby Wong. Toby Wong. Toby Chung, fucking Charlie Chan. I've got Madonna's big dick coming out of my left ear, and Toby the Jap, I don't know what, coming out of my right.
Give me that book.
Are you gonna put it away?
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Well, then I'm afraid I'm gonna have to keep it.
Hey, Joe. Want me to shoot this guy?
Shit. You shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize. You guys been listening to K-Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s weekend?
Oh, yeah, man, it's fucking great, isn't it?
You believe the songs they've been playing?
You know what I heard the other day? Heartbeat, It's a Love Beat by Little Tony DeFranco and the Franco family. Man, I haven't heard that song since I was in the 5th fucking grade.
When I was coming down here, the night the lights went out in Georgia came on. I hadn't heard that song since it was big. And when it was big, I must have heard it a million trillion fucking times. But this is the first time I ever realized that the girl singing the song is the one who shot Andy.
Wait, I mean, you didn't know that Vicki Lawrence was the one who shot Andy?
I thought it was the cheating wife shot Andy.
Yeah, but they said that at the end of the song.
Yeah, I know, motherfucker. I just heard it. That's what I'm talking about.
Don't call me a motherfucker.
I must have zoned out during that part before.
All right. I'll take care of the check. You guys can get the tip. Should be about $1 apiece. And you, when I come back, I want my book.
Sorry, it's my book now.
Hey, I changed my mind. Shoot this piece of shit, will you?
All right, everybody cough up some green for the little lady. Come on, throw in $1.
I don't tip.
You don't tip?
No, I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in tipping?
Do you know what these chicks make? They make shit. Don't give me that. She don't make enough money, she can quit.
I don't even know a fucking Jew would have the balls to say that. Now, let me just get this straight. You don't ever tip, huh?
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But, I mean, it's tipping automatically. It's for the birds. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their job.
Hey, this girl was nice.
She was okay. I mean, she wasn't anything special.
What's special? Take you in the back and suck your dick?
I'd go over 12% for that.
Hey, look, I ordered coffee, right? Now, we've been here a long fucking time. She's only filled my cup 3 times. I mean, when I order coffee, I want it filled 6 times.
6 times? Well, you know, what if she's too fucking busy?
Word's too fucking busy shouldn't be in a waitress's vocabulary.
Excuse me, Mr. Pink, but the last fucking thing you need is another cup of coffee.
Jesus Christ, I mean, these ladies aren't starving to death. They make minimum wage. You know, I used to work minimum wage, and when I did, I wasn't lucky enough to have a job that society deemed tip-worthy.
You don't care they're counting on your tips to live?
You know what this is? It's the world's smallest violin playing just for the waitresses.
You don't have any idea what you're talking about. These people bust their ass. This is a hard job.
So is working at McDonald's, but you don't feel the need to tip them, do you? Well, why not? They're serving you food. But no, society says, don't tip these guys over here, but tip these guys over here. That's bullshit.
Waitressing is the #1 occupation for female non-college graduates in this country. It's the one job basically any woman can get and make a living on. The reason is because of their tips.
Fuck all that.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm very sorry the government taxes their tips. That's fucked up. That ain't my fault. I mean, it would appear that waitresses are one of the many groups the government fucks in the ass on a regular basis. I mean, if you show me a piece of paper that says the government shouldn't do that, I'll sign it. Put it to a vote, I'll vote for it. But what I won't do is play ball. And it's non-college bullshit you're giving me. I got 2 words for that. Learn to fucking type. Because if you're expecting me to help out with the rent, you're in for a big fucking surprise.
Almost convinced me. Give me my $1 back.
Hey, leave the dollars there.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling. Wait a minute. Who didn't throw in?
Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink. Why not?
You don't tip.
You don't tip? What do you mean you don't tip?
They don't believe in it.
Shut up. What do you mean you don't believe in it? Come on, you. Cough up a buck, you cheap bastard. I paid for your goddamn breakfast.
All right, since you pay for the breakfast, I'll put in. But normally I would never do this.
Never mind what you normally would do. Just cough in your goddamn buck like everybody else. Thank you.
That was the Partridge Family's Doesn't Somebody Want to Be Wanted, followed by Edison Lighthouse's Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes, as K. Billy's super sounds of the 70s weekend just keeps on trucking.
Sell Reservoir Dogs because at some point I had finally been able to sell True Romance for like the lowest amount of money they could legally pay me, but I could have actually made Reservoir Dogs in 16mm with $30,000, so I kind of could make my movie, so I didn't have to fuck it up. I didn't have to compromise in any way. I mean, if you want to give me $1 million to make my movie, well then all great, but it's got to be the same movie because I can make this for $30,000 on 16, and you won't be in a warehouse, it'll be in a garage, but that'll all be good. All right. It won't star Harvey Keitel, all right, but, it'll all be good. I'll be a filmmaker. I'm not a filmmaker now. Harvey Keitel is the one that kind of, like, gave me and Lawrence legitimacy. And how it happened, it was, it's like, if Harvey had said yes to the movie and wanted to do it, I think we would have eventually got it made. But it would have been, like, the normal route of, like, taking a long time. Harvey has always been one of my favorite actors in the world, and, like, literally in a wish list. All right, of like whoever I could have be Mr. White. Harvey Keitel was always like #1 on the list. So we were trying to get it to him, even though we had no legitimacy, no money, no nothing. Okay, just a script. Lawrence Bender was going to an acting class. And just anyone out there, this is kind of how it can work. All right, and it's like for as many things that can go bad, things can go good. Just like that line in True Romance, bad things happen. Well, that's the way it goes. But don't forget, it can go the other way too. Pendulum swings both ways. It might not seem like it sometimes, but eventually it will. And this is a guy talking pretty much through most of my 20s, had nothing but bad luck at all. My joke used to be from 19 to 28, all right, was 27 or something like that, was, if you wanted to send a letter to me, you could write it to Quentin Tarantino on the outskirts of the film industry. If you'd have sent it there, I'd have got it, because that's right where I was, all right, it's where I lived. Lawrence Bender was going to this one acting class, and his teacher was married to an actress named Lily Parker, who was a member of the Actors Studio in New York, who knew Harvey. Lawrence got it to his acting teacher in Los Angeles. His teacher read it and liked it, then sent it to New York to his wife, Lily Parker, who I don't know, Lawrence doesn't know. He knew her husband. Lily Parker read it and liked it and gave it to Harvey Keitel. So we're really liking Lily. 3 days later, Harvey Keitel called up Lawrence Bender. And we got on the phone with him, and he goes, yes, well, Quentin, I would love to do this movie. I think it's fantastic. And the script is it's quite amazing. And the dialogue, and just wonderful writer. So, but I want to be involved in it. I would like to be one of the producers on it and help you get in. You're the boss, but, I think we can maybe help you get it made, At that time, Harvey Keitel saying he's going to be the star of your movie. It's not like all of a sudden doors flew open or anything like that. But he gave us legitimacy. We had no legitimacy. We were just a couple of guys out there trying to get a movie made like millions of other guys in Hollywood. The reality is, Richard Gladstein at Live, who is really the guy that put me in the position to make a movie. Now, Richard had the meeting with Lawrence and with Monty, not yet with me. So I was like the last guy for him to meet. So he was so gung-ho, and I'd heard he was so gung-ho, so it was kind of all mine to screw up almost. All right? And I had done a movie called My Best Friend's Birthday that it was never finished, and I just had like little clips of it, and I had had bad experience showing it and everything, So Lily was like, and she goes, so you've done a movie before? Well, I never finished it. And he goes, can I see some footage from it? No. And he's the reason, that waiting for that one yes that will make you a director when you have absolutely nothing to show for. All right? He was the one that said yes. All right? He wouldn't have even read the script if Harvey hadn't been attached. He'd just always been a fan of Harvey's. And oh, it could be really cool to make a movie with Harvey Keitel. Yes, I think I'll take that home tonight, as opposed to letting his reader read it, which he probably would have passed on it. All right? And he read it and loved it. And then that was the beginning of my life, basically, part 2. I'm always like a slight hesitant to try to explain certain things I do, because in doing that, not because I'm afraid of revealing stuff, but in trying to articulate it, I'm almost putting more of an onus on it than I really am at the time. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make it sound like it's really super thought out, but it is a kind of a combination of the fact that it's like, look, dialogue is the easiest thing in the world for me. I think my dialogue's pretty good, and because it comes so easy that I almost feel like it's not really mine, almost, all right? It's like, if there is such a thing as a God's gift or anything, that's one of the gifts he gave me. And part of the thing in doing it is just getting characters to talk to each other. It's just like, I just get them talking to each other, and they're off. The characters are writing it. I'm like a stenographer. I'm like a court reporter. All right, actually I don't type it. I write. All right, but I'm just writing it down, taking genre characters and genre situations, all right, and giving them a real life spin. Have them sound like real people, like me and my friends and just other people, and make references that other people make that movie characters don't necessarily make. All right. And talk about shit other than the plot, all right? Most of us don't talk about the plot in our lives, all right? We talk all around things, and we talk about bullshit, and we talk about things that interest us. Gangsters don't just talk about gangster plot related stuff and just polish their bullets, all right? And talk about this murder or that murder. They talk about songs on the radio. They talk about, the chicken dinner they had last night, or they're having this moment and this girl, and sometimes in gangster movies they'll have them talk about a girl, but that's about it. They don't talk about just stuff. And people are people. In the course of that, 1, it's funny. 2, it can be entertaining. 3, it's like kind of likable in a strange way, all right? It makes them seem human, all right? And it's also authentic, rappers and cops and gangsters and real gangsters, you know, real criminals or gangbangers and everything said, no, man, Reservoir Dogs is it. That is it. There's no like melodrama attached to the scenes when they talk. They talk like real people. They talk about the shit that we talk about. All right. And then like the most outrageous stuff is the stuff that rings the most true. That's something I've learned from life. And I also kind of learned from, you know, Omar Leonard in his books. Would always show all these constant little monkey wrenches that just smacked true of life. Cops are chasing after a character. Character's running down the street. Okay, they commandeer a car, throw the person out, jump in the car, but it's a stick shift and they don't drive a stick. All right, that's real life. And it kind of fucks up the genre moment. All right, kind of fucks up the speediness of the film. All right, well, that's what I'm always trying to do. The movie's really funny. I'm hearing laughs when I'm making my movie. That doesn't mean that it's like a comedy and everything is nothing serious and everything is just one big fucking joke. All right, you know, I think Pulp Fiction should be in the comedy section of a video store. All right, Reservoir Dogs should be in the comedy section. But I pride myself that if you tape an audience watching Reservoir Dogs, just tape the audience, that you would swear you were listening to an audience watching a comedy. My shit can cut your head off, but it's funnier at the same time than any other comedy playing in the theaters right now. But you know, and I'm totally not the only guy to do that. Taxi Driver, one of the most intense movies ever made, is absolutely fucking hysterical. I mean, just hysterical. If you were to tape an audience watching it, you would swear you're watching an audience watching a comedy. Carrie is hysterical. Jaws, for that matter. All right, again, people howl all through Jaws until you stop howling. I love fucking with an audience. I mean, I love taking them on a ride. They're not just watching a movie where images are glazing over them. I'm fucking with them. I'm giving them experience. They may appreciate the experience. They may not appreciate the experience. They're getting their $8 worth, or their $9 worth, or $11 worth, whatever the fuck it cost. All right, you know, they went to the motherfucking movies that night. All right, they had an experience. Now, she might not like it, and he might like it, and he might not like it, and she might like it. Oddly enough, it was kind of cool. Some of the strongest defenders of Reservoir Dogs were women. The women who got it. The women who got it would defend it against all comers. Women could get like ugly. All right, you know, like no, you don't understand. They were always like my strongest defender. I mean, the women that got it would take on all comers. I remember, you know, I couldn't have been happier with my cast. And then we all had a dinner at Harvey Keitel's house after everyone got cast, a little cast dinner. And it was the entire cast. No one really knew each other before this time. It was the whole cast and Lawrence, and me and Lawrence. And so we're all like having dinner and getting to know each other and talking and everything. And I'm just sitting at this table looking at everybody. And like Harvey, when he was in town, he had always rented a house in Malibu, all right, on the beach. And I'm just looking around at all these terrific actors and all these great guys, you know, and I really didn't want it to be some, you know, Scorsese want to be Goodfellas, you know, Italian goomba shit, all right? And because these guys are not Goodfellas style gangsters. These guys are professional robbers. That's what they do. They're much closer in spirit to the Richard Stark character of Parker. All right, guys, that's what they do for a living, you know. And they're not all Italian. All come from fucking New York. All right, you know. And this guy's from Kansas, and this guy's from this. I wanted them all have different, you know, energies and stuff, and different, you know, personalities, and they all had to work together as an ensemble. If Mr. Buscemi never met Mrs. Buscemi, and little Steve was never born, then maybe 3 other actors might not be in the movie either. You know what I mean? You know, you can say, oh, we'll cast John Malkovich to play this role, and Dennis Hopper to play this role, and Joe Nelson to play this role, and Kevin Bacon to play this role, and won't it be great? All right, well, you know, maybe it will be great, but maybe it won't be. Not because all those guys aren't good, but because maybe it's not just like the right fit. They're not right fit of energies and personalities. All right, and by the way, everybody in Reservoir Dogs had a completely different acting style. All right, completely different method of working. Sitting at that table, I just realized, shit. If I keep this movie in focus, I've got a terrific movie. If I don't have a single solitary idea of how to shoot a given scene, which is shit you think about when you've never made a movie before. If I just shoot it like boring old television, it'll be dynamic.